Naruto, the Hokage of the the new Hokage of the Hidden Leaf Village. In the village hidden in the leaves, people were in at peace. No war had happened to them, that their village was at peace. All people were walking around the village and that they were greeting each other in a friendly way. There was a young boy who always liked to pull pranks on the villagers, but he was caught before he did something to the whole village. A masked man in all black held the young boy by the collar of his jacket. You know, it's not right to pull a prank on this village, when the soon-to-be new hokage that will work with Lord Third will come soon, and as the new hokage protector, I don't want to see you try to pull a prank on the village. Lord Third is getting older, so he asked for help from my master to be the new hokage to help with your village, and you pulling pranks will not help for you to be liked in this village. I know how it feels to be looked down on as a monster, kid. I've been there and it's not pretty, and also master had been looked down upon as a master, but we show them we are strong, and then nothing will push us or pull us down. So look at me, kid, and you won't keep on pulling pranks on the villagers to get their attention. Try to be a hero that will get their attention. That's what I and Master did to get looked up to from all the villagers in each village we went to. So I will let you go, but you will not pull a prank on this village. Off you go. You can leave now, but don't get into trouble with the other ninjas. See you soon, young lad. I must go. My master is calling me to come. So bye for now, Naruto, said the man in the mask and an all black outfit. Naruto looked at the man retreating to somewhere else. He just shook his head and went to go to class so Araka does not punish him for being late. Somewhere else, the masked man is in the all black stood in an alleyway and took off the mask to show a face that looked like the first Hokage and second Hokage, with a little bit of the third Hokage and the fourth Hokage. It looks like this male was their son, but his body was covered in black. He pulled his mask back up and jumped onto the roof of the building and ninja style to the Hokage Tower to meet with the third Hokage. He got to the window and knocked on the window. It got the Special Forces ninja's attention. They looked at the window and ready to attack the person at the window. The Hokage put his arm up to tell them to stop. He went to the door and opened it for the male outside the window. The male got through the window and stood by the Hokage. The Hokage room was like what other leaders will have for an office and stuff to do with their work, and the people to come and visit them and to get missions being a ninja of the village. Well, it is good to see you, son. What is with the get up? I thought I told you to not wear the mask and all black. Let's get you changed into each of your father's outfits that left you when he became old enough to become the new hokage, so please take off the clothes you got on, and I promise I would not look at you," said the hokage. The male looked at him and shook his head, and took off the mask and part first, and his headpiece, and that showed the leaf headband. He then took off the clothes, and dropped them to the ground. He took off his shirt, and then his pants, and then Eddie was only in his boxers. The Hokage went to the closet and opened it to show the outfit that the other Hokages left for him to wear as the Hokage himself. He looked at his father and at the clothes. He shook his head that he did not want to wear this outfit that his other parents left him. The father just smiled at his son and walked to him and gave his son the outfit. The son looked defeated, so he did what his father's wishes were. He took the pants of the sick Hokage and put it on. It felt weird on his crotch. His father but his one father liked the style of the pants. He grabbed the outfit of the first Hokage. It was a good size, and it was very warm and comfy. Plus, it looked like a dress. The first Hokage always liked that style of clothes. He put on the fourth Hokage grew up and kept it open. He fixed his ninja headband and put it on the Hokage hat. Put on the Hokage hat. He looked at his father, who was smiling at him for being in the outfit. "You look just like your fathers, a split image of each one of the Hokages. You were created by us, your fathers. Each Hokage of the leaf gave your life, and created by you by our chakra. Your fathers loved you as well as me. I got to see you grow up, and grow up after your fathers passed away, and only saw you and a little bit of you grow up. Us four Kages loved you as my son, and we would have done anything for you to be happy. Today they will be proud of you for taking the spot of the Hokage and becoming the leader. I know that I'm proud of you for coming back from your mission to become the new Hokage with me, because I am getting very old and it will be my time to join with your fathers in the afterlife, so that you will be the full-fledged Hokage when I die, and you will go through the ceremony of you becoming the fifth Hokage. So be happy you are the temporary Hokage till I die, and be with your parents looking down on you, being a Hokage just like us. I love you, my boy, and your fathers as well love you with all their heart," said the third Hokage to his son. "I love you too, father, with all my heart and soul. Plus, I love my other fathers, even though they are in a better place. They trained me to become one of them as a Hokage, the leader of this great village. I really think this is too early, but I will be the greatest Hokage in this time that will make a very good leader of the Leaf Village, and the village that my father created with his friend. I look up to you, father, just like the rest of the fathers that have lived before me, and now I'm taking the place of the Hokage, just like them. Don't be sad, father. I am here, and I will not leave you again. How I left you before, but it's different now. I will be staying here for a long time. I promise you, Father, that I will stay here to keep you company and help you in the village as a leader to everyone. So keep your head held, keep your head held, him, and pass the torch to me, and I will keep the torch lit for the next generation to come. I love you with all my heart, Father, and you will always have a place in my heart. So Johnny, smiling at his father and kissing his father's head. The father and son looked at each other on the Hokage mountain. You can see three spirits of the first, second, and third, went fourth Hokage, smiling at them and whispering with each other, talking how their son has returned to the village, and how there will be more peace to the village in the leaves. They smiled to each other and vanished from the wind, and you can sense the calmness in the Hokage mountain. The sun looked at the mountain and smiled to feel that his father was with them at the mountain the moment he came back to the village. The son looked back at his father and smiled and hugged him tighter, but not too tight that will hurt his father. The special forces ninjas watched the scene play out. They could not keep the smile off their faces, but you could not see it because they had masks on, and that being the special forces, they had to wear animal masks to not show any kind of emotion to people into the village. The father and son looked at the special forces and shook his head, and looked at each other and smiled from ear to ear. They hugged again, and it was a bright hug, with lots of love and for each other.